Welcome to our course of Autodesk Robot Structural Analysis Professional, Level 2, for Foundations, Seismic and Modal Analysis. This time, we've for you a very interesting course, focused in the design of foundations for small to medium buildings. For example, here we have the reinforcement pattern for a foundation, whose design corresponds to the ISO 31811 code. Although the currently active code is the 31814, which we'll observe during the development of this video course. Good. Here we have characteristics for what could be either an isolated or continuous type of footing. Foundation, for which we'll observe not only this type of considerations, but also those corresponding to the terrain that supports such components. And one of the objectives of this course is observing how to feed the software with all the geotechnical data. Namely, that part of the goals of this course is to use this geotechnical data for obtaining a truly precise design of the foundations, corresponding at the same time to all the different stresses that have been applied to the structure. Next, we have here the calculation node for this foundation, which in accordance to the design code, validates both the analytic results and design, also displaying its materials and dimensions. In this course, we'll work with several examples and types of foundations. For example, here we've one of the layouts or drawings. And if you remember from our basic course of Autodesk Robot for reinforced concrete structures, these type of drawing are automatically created by the software. Although of course, is always possible to input certain parameters, so they adjust to our own regulations and needs. So here we can see the reinforcement steel drawings that were created by the software. We'll approach then different types of foundations, and with different designs for the reinforcement steel, along with their corresponding drawings. Now, something worth mentioning is that all these designs and analysis will exist in accordance to the design code. And when we mention the design code, we mean the code from many countries and regions, since Autodesk Robot is a world-class software, which includes regulations and codes from all over the world. Good. Another aspect covered in this course is the design of continuous foundations or footings, for receiving either confined masonry walls, or reinforced concrete walls, connected to the foundations through a series of bars. And of course, we'll also observe the graphs for the study of reactions over the terrain, for such type of foundation, as well as obtaining the calculation note and corresponding drawings. All of this, cover in our course of Autodesk Robot for Foundations, Seismic and Modal Analysis. Regarding the modal analysis, here we've for example, the behavior of a medium-sized structure, under a frequency of 15.7 Hz, and for the case number 6. And in this fashion, we can observe each of the cases and combinations, for the modal analysis of our structure. Now, in this course, we'll approach this topic, that is the modal analysis, in its basic form and for small to medium-sized structure. However, in our advanced course, we'll cover this subject for more complex structures, and in which we could appreciate more clearly the effects of this type of analysis. Nevertheless, in this course, we'll be able to see how this structure behaves under several frequencies, modes, and for several cases and combinations. Although in this particular example, affected by a scale factor. And this results will be observed in both a graphical and an analytic way. For example, here we can see all the series of frequencies that are affecting our structure, as well as the corresponding mass for each frequency and period. And we'll use these data to determine where the majority of the building's mass is being compromised, so we can next obtain all the corresponding graphs of seismic force over all of the levels of our structure. Namely, the acceleration over the centroids of the building. This is then one of several subjects covered in this course of Autodesk Robot Structural Analysis Professional, for Foundations, Seismic and Modal Analysis. Good. We'll be waiting for you, in this course of Autodesk Robot, that we are sure will be of great help and an excellent tool in the development of all of your projects. And that, like all of our courses, you'll always have available on your computer, watch as many times as you want, whenever you want, and with the help of our experts, through the Support Center. A group of professional engineers, always eager to help you with all of your questions, learning, and projects. See you soon.